All right, guys, Jay here, and today I want to go a little into I think, which is the biggest tools when it comes to trade automation or following a guru or signal service, and that is expectations. The thing is, man, these scammers can get away with a lot because the newbies, when they first hear about things like Forex trading, futures trading, they are only shown in a short period of time how much money or returns that people make. So they really don't have a point of reference over the long term. So how do you know if your guru is successful over a long period of time? Yeah, I've always introduced that one term, which is not just the drawdown, but your DDR, which is drawdown and recovery. So let's take a look at this, guys. You'll thank me later. Excuse me. This website is World Cup Trading Championship. Now, this thing has been around for a while. Like in the middle 80s, I started futures trading, and there was this one guy. His name was Larry Williams. You may have heard of his daughter, which is Michelle Williams, but he holds the record for the largest 1 year gain. And you guess what, guys? I'm telling you that is a lot of luck, a lot of timing, and a lot of guessing on top of his skill. So let's take a look at it, give you a brief overview of it. But basically, guys, what you can do if you're a guru, if you can walk your talk, you can always compete against other people that are really, really good in your field. The cool thing about this is every trade is pretty much recorded and your performance is recorded. And this is what it takes, man. You have to start with a minimum balance for futures is $10,000. And you see here, Forex is $5,000, and it tells you the dates that it runs from. Some of them are quarters, some can be like a half a year. You'll see here the futures division is January 1st through December 31st. And of course, again, this is Forex, which is $5,000, $5,000, $2,500 for quarterly, yada, yada, yada. Now, the cool thing about that is, guys, anyone can sign up, but most people aren't going to do it unless they have the money to do so. Let's take a look at some of the standings now. Now, this is the important part, especially when it comes to people who always claim that they can perform at a level of 20% a month on their money. Now, remember, these are some of the people who are the best in the world, or at least they think they're the best in the world, and they are being third-party monitored. So let's take a look at some of the current standings. And here's the Forex trading. Now, this is outstanding. Number one is at almost 300%, and this is from January 1st of this year to September 5th of this year. Okay, and then when you go all the way down, the difference between the number one position and the fifth position, we have almost 300%, 75%. Now remember, there's a lot of YouTube gurus that are telling you that they're making 20% a month, 50% a month. A lot of robots and automation saying they're doing 50 to 60% a month. At least this gives you a point of reference, folks. This is the futures trading, as you can see, from 363 down to number 5, which is 105%. So these guys are putting up some numbers. There's no doubt about that. Now, I also want to show you some of the completed competitions. Now, this is for futures, and over here we have the Global Cup trading competition in Forex. So since most of our robots are Forex related, MT3 or MT5, that's what I'm more concerned with. So I want to get a feel on what would be spectacular performance and mediocre performance. Now here we go, the top 5 as of, now this was June, nope, scratch that. Let's do another one. I want a whole year. Let's see, I want a year I can deal with. Oh no, this is a year. Okay, this is June 23 to May 31st, 24. So this is June 2023 to May 31st, 24. Now we're going to back test one of our robots and see how they performed compared to these performances. So this year, from June 1 to May 31st of the next year, the number one position was 316%, right? And then from there, it dropped all the way down to the 72% gain. And the last, in the top five, the last one in the top five was a 24% gain. These are experts. And if they're not experts, at least you can say they're competitive traders. How's that? And on anyone's book, this guy can be super, super conservative. 24% is great. Come on. 24% is great. So this is one of the tools that you can use looking at these websites, looking at some of these traders, looking them up, and at least it will level set for you. At least it will give you a point of reference instead of listening to all of these so-called YouTube gurus that are just filling your head with shit like, yeah, 1,000%, 40% a month, and all of that crap, man. So level set, change your expectations, and you'll probably be more successful than you ever thought you could be. I'm going to give you a quick example on this particular one, and I'm going to back test. I'm going to show you how I'm back testing a couple of our robots, EAs, automated trading, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is compare, not prepare, but compare this performance. Let me put it back here for you. This performance. Oh, damn it. Hate that when that happens. We're looking at this performance right here. This is from June 1st, 2023 to May 31st, 2024. And we see the highest was 316 and the lowest in the top five was 24%. So this will give us a whole year of performance. Now let's take a look at one of our automated bots here. And we're going to put this on, let's just put this on medium risk and see what happens. And we hit this and we have right here, June of 23 to May of 24, the end of May 24. So let's go ahead and let's hit start. And look at the equity graph here. It goes pretty fast. These are some of the drawdowns. So this is going to just show drawdown and recovery. Damn, this thing is cooking. It's up to $12,000 from 5,000, 17,000. Now this is a drawdown, so it ended right at 13,000, right in there. From 5,000 to 13,000. Let's look at the results. That'll give us the end 14.3, 14.3. Wow. Now that didn't beat the 316, but it did beat the number two spot. Let's take a look at, let's look at the report. And that still gave us a drawdown of like around 15%. So that's not bad at all. And that's on the medium. So 15% again, guys, if I put $10,000 in there, 15% of 10,000 would be $1,500. So I get to see my 10,000 go down to 8,500, yada, yada, yada. Let's see what it would do just for, let's see what it would do and how bad the drawdown would be on the high risk. And the high risk is typically they just they're making the same trades, but they're using a lot more risk. In other words, a larger lot, things of that nature. So let's just see would that put us in the number one position. Okay, let's look at the graph. It's really kicking in. Put in there we go again, 316. Okay, yeah, no, that's kicking ass. Now remember, when I'm talking about these back tests, guys, I'm saying that is it possible? Yes. Is it probable? That's a different story. Now look at this. It doesn't show a very, very perfect ride. It actually got up to over 52, 50, almost 53. Nope, $55,000, and then came back down into the 30,000s. Okay, let's look at the results and see where it ended. 39,500. Let's look at the report. 30% maximum drawdown. Now remember that 30%, if I had $10,000 in there, I would see it go down to $7,000 before it recovered. So now this one really kicked ass. But again, you have to have risk tolerance. And for me, if I get 30% drawdown on a back test, I'm going to go ahead and put an equity stop in at 50%. That's it for me. And that's just a general rule of thumb for me. So what was this one? Let's see. Okay, now this one, as far as percentages go, this is 690% gain for that. But I don't think that is probable that you're just going to put a robot on it. There's a lot of things that can still go wrong, guys. But this is an excellent website. Oh, I was going to show you Wilson's too. Let me see. Can I get into all of them? Here we go. Previous winners. So if I go to the net return, here's Larry Williams right here in 1987. He sold a few books, and he hadn't been able to replicate this. So most of these gurus that are showing you things, they're showing you their best, and that can be luck, skill, accidental. It can be anything when you can't replicate these type of results, because you never know what the market is going to give you at any given time. So, and then we can look at, if we're going to do it by name, now this person right here, I kind of like this. He has won the world championship 4 times. So someone to listen to, I would think. Chuck Hughes, this was one of the guys that I used to follow. He has a newsletter, and I think it's like $12,000 a year or something like that. And he plays with options more than anything else. So you see, he has futures, he has options. His biggest year that was recorded. Now, if you go to his website, he's going to have 1,000% a year and all that type of crap. But on this, his biggest year is 315, unless I'm mistaken. 315. Nothing to sneeze at, but again, guys, these folks online will have you believe that a novice can make 1,000% on their money consistently with a simple robot. It's just not true. But let's go. I want to go down to Larry Williams. Okay. Not Larry. Michelle. We'll look at Michelle because I think she's in here. Okay, there's Larry Williams, as you can see right here. And then Michelle Williams, that's the actress. That is his daughter. And she has it for that year, 97, 10 years after her dad, which is 87. 1,000%, and they were both trading futures. I'm sure that he didn't give his high school daughter any tips. All right, guys, go out there and make some real money. And this is a great way to level set. Peace.